A woman and a police officer stop a family on the street. The woman points at a little girl and says, "That child is my daughter." But another woman immediately replies, "No, she is my daughter." The argument quickly becomes heated. "My daughter." "No, my daughter." Just then, another young girl arrives and stands beside the first woman. The two girls look very similar. They have the same facial features and even a birthmark in the same place on their arms. "Look," the woman says, "they're twins. That little girl is my daughter." But the other woman refuses to believe it. The police officer cannot decide who is telling the truth and eventually leaves. The first woman vows, "I will prove that she is my daughter and bring her back." The man and his wife take the child home. The wife is worried and asks her husband, "Why does that woman keep saying our daughter belongs to her?" "Don't worry," he replies, "she is our daughter." The next day, the woman meets with a doctor. Soon, the other family arrives and another argument begins. Finally, the doctor reveals a shocking secret. On the day this woman gave birth, she had twin baby girls. On that same day, this man's wife gave birth, but sadly, her baby did not survive. Everyone is stunned. The doctor continues, "After the twins were born, I gave both babies to their mother. But later, the husband came to me and begged me to give him one of the twins. He said his wife would be devastated after losing her baby. I refused many times, but eventually I felt sorry for him and gave him one of the twins." The man's wife begins to cry as she hears the truth. At that moment, the husband arrives. His wife looks at him in shock and anger. "You lied to me all these years," she says. "I only did it for you," he replies. But she is heartbroken. She loves the little girl deeply and realizes that the child was taken from her real mother. Later, she visits the girl's biological mother. With tears in her eyes, she says, "Please forgive me. I never knew the truth. You can take your daughter back." The husband also arrives and admits his mistake. Then something unexpected happens. The biological mother looks at them and says, "I can see how much you both love her. She has grown up with you, and you are her family too." After a moment of silence, she smiles and says, "Let her stay with you, but I want to be part of her life." The couple is overwhelmed with gratitude. The two mothers hug each other, putting the child's happiness above everything else. And from that day on, the little girl was loved not by one family, but by two. The lesson of this story is that true love is not about possession. It is about sacrifice, honesty, and doing what is best for a child. If you enjoyed this story, please share it with others.